Today we got a fight between two of the most powerful heroes in comics, even though they might not look it at first. Squirrel Girl versus Saitama. Who wins? Well, let's find out. A hero with squirrel-like abilities and features, Squirrel Girl is not always taken seriously, but she has nonetheless defeated many of the Marvel Universe's greatest villains. She's a longtime member of the Great Lakes Avengers, and briefly served as a nanny for Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. Squirrel Girl has many squirrel-like powers, as she has superhuman strength, durability, and agility, an enhanced sense of smell, knuckle spikes, buck teeth, and a prehensile tail. She's strong enough to break Rhino's grip on her, which, just for scale, Spider-Man isn't even able to make Rhino budge, tear Iron Man's best armor to pieces, and in a fight against herself, she fought to a stalemate, but more importantly, trashed a good chunk of Stark Tower, which was built with vibranium-reinforced concrete. Squirrel Girl is also durable enough to be thrown through a wall by Dr. Doom, a tackle from Rhino, the same attack can send the Thing flying, wasn't even close to being put down by punches from Rhino, who can send Nova flying into space with a punch, and tanks several attacks from the actual Hulk. She's fast and agile enough to have no problem dodging Whiplash's whips, Iron Man's repulsor blasts, and can easily traverse across New York City. She's actually surprisingly intelligent, as she has quickly calculated quadratic equations in her head and found the perfect angle with which to throw an object. She's also a skilled fighter, as she's actually been able to beat Wolverine in a hand-to-hand fight. And Wolverine, one of the most skilled fighters in the Marvel Universe. But she's not just Squirrel Girl in a fight. She's also got her army of squirrels with her at all times. These squirrels have infamously taken down Dr. Doom, and also beaten Whiplash, Venom, and can actually function independently as a suit. However, while all that is great, the most famous and interesting aspect of this character are Squirrel Girl's incredible defeats of villains that should be way above her weight class. She's defeated the Avengers twice, beat Dr. Doom twice, Mandarin, Korvac, Ego the Living Planet, Fing Fang Foom, Thanos, and even Galactus. And then in the corner is Saitama. Saitama is the main protagonist in One Punch Man, as well as the most powerful hero alive. As the title suggests, he is able to defeat any monster he comes up against in one punch. Due to this, he faces a self-imposed existential crisis, as he's too overwhelmingly powerful to gain any thrills from his battles, so he registers in the Hero Association along with Psychic Genos. Saitama is the most powerful character on his Earth, and in fact, all of his battles are borderline gags, due to him defeating every enemy in a single punch. His strength seems to have no limit, and the things that he hits tend to explode on impact. Almost all of his opponents have at least been able to easily destroy cities, but Saitama easily ended most of their lives with a single punch. He's also been able to destroy a city-sized meteor with a single punch, completely unscathed. Then his serious strike had so much air pressure behind it that it split a planet-destroying energy attack in half and caused the clouds to disperse on a global level. It was later even suggested that Saitama wasn't actually serious with the punch. That's kind of the thing. His upper strength limit has never been measured, as he's never come across something strong enough to actually test his powers. When it comes to speed, he easily surpasses the speed of sound, and has easily moved faster than people who have made light speed look slow. Another of Saitama's powers was consecutive side hops, which means by hopping side to side rapidly, he was shown to create hundreds of actor images, and is able to walk forward while doing so. Another feat of speed he sports is when he jumped from the moon to the Earth in 9 seconds after the alien king Boris punted him to the moon. To put that into perspective, he has a jumping power to go anywhere around the Earth, and travel 13 times the speed of light. None of his enemies have been able to do as much as put a scratch on him, kinda in part due to the chance that they've never been able to land an attack. But even when Saitama gave one of its opponents the chance to fight back, He took a punch from someone immensely strong like it was nothing. He's also been kicked from the Earth to the Moon seemingly instantaneously without any harm done. However, Saitama does have some limitations that he can't fly or teleport. He's actually had real problems tagging a mosquito, even though he can react and move at light speed. So who wins? Let's break it down. Now we can't look at this fight the same way that we look at all of our other fights between other heroes and villains, because these two people aren't just any regular heroes. They're what you would call a broken character. Basically what that means is that these heroes are so overpowered and so powerful, it's cheap and unfair. I mean, Saitama's whole thing is to be able to destroy anything or anyone with just one punch. That's why he's called One Punch Man. And on the other hand, Squirrel Girl is taking down Dr. Doom, the Avengers, Korvac, Ego the Living Planet, Thanos, and even Galactus using squirrels. Literally squirrels. Not superpowered squirrels, just regular old squirrels that you would see in the park that my dog chases all the time. So yeah, both of these heroes are broken or hacked. So at that point, it just comes down to which of these two is more broken. Now Saitama seems to have no physical limit whatsoever. His strength, speed, and durability has never really been tested to its full limits, but yet he's proven himself to be stronger, faster, and more durable than anybody he's gone up against. He's even proved he's greater than people who can easily destroy cities, move faster than the speed of light, and he's literally never been hurt before. On the other hand, Squirrel Girl hasn't shown this same level of physical strength, speed, or durability. I mean, just look at the fact that Squirrel Girl has been tagged before, and been hurt by attacks on people like Rhino. Saitama has never been shown to be hurt by anything, and he's actually so fast that he's had to choose to let people land punches on him. So clearly, One Punch Man is physically superior to Squirrel Girl. However, Squirrel Girl has actually defeated more powerful opponents. Like, the problem with Saitama in this fight is that we really have no frame of reference for anything that he's done. He's taken down everyone with just one punch, but we really don't know what these villains can do. They've only fought against Saitama, and pretty much the most we've seen a lot of them do is destroy a city, which honestly isn't very impressive when we're comparing it to the villains of the Marvel Universe. Even Lord Boris, who is the most powerful villain Saitama ever went up against, was quickly taken down by Saitama. Yes, Boris was the first one to survive a punch from him, but we don't really have any feats for Boris besides his fight with One Punch Man, and so we don't know how impressive it is for Saitama to defeat him. Do you see what I'm getting at here? Because look at Squirrel Girl. We know it's impressive for her to beat Dr. Doom, the Avengers, and even Thanos, because we know who these guys have fought against in the past and just how powerful they are. Like, take Thanos for instance. He's fought against and beat Hulk, Thor, Silver Surfer, and even the Avengers before, and we know how impressive that is because we've seen Hulk and Silver Surfer and others and know what they can do. Basically what I'm saying here is that everything can be traced, backed up, and supported. We know exactly how powerful Thanos is, and so we know how impressive it is for Squirrel Girl to take him down. Same with Galactus, except that's even more impressive because Galactus is more powerful than Thanos. So even though Saitama is more physically powerful, Squirrel Girl has actually taken out more powerful villains, and that would make her the more broken and thus more powerful character. And just to counter the whole Saitama could simply beat her with one punch, so could Thanos, and pretty much every other villain that she's defeated. Squirrel Girl has never claimed to be physically powerful, yet she was still able to defeat all these guys. I see the same thing happening here. Squirrel Girl is the more broken character, has more impressive feats, and will be able to defeat Saitama, and finally give him the fight that he's always wanted. Squirrel Girl wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. To sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button. More videos just like this one every single weekday, and I will see y'all next time.